My dad keeps making sexual comments on me and my boyfriend and I don't know what to do. I am not oop. Oop is you, Yeetial. Originally posted to our 2X chromosomes. My dad keeps making sexual comments on me and my boyfriend and I don't know what to do. Trigger warnings. Emotional manipulation. Emotional abuse. Verbal abuse. Mentions of physical abuse. Mention of sexual assault. Betrayal. Sexual harassment. Less than. Mood spoilers. Frustrated. Less than. And NBSP. Original post September 24, 2023. To start this off, me and my dad have a bad relationship. He's emotionally, mentally and physically abusive to me as well as a diagnosed narcissist. My boyfriend and I are currently doing long distance and I fly over every 34 months to see him. My dad has a history of always making me feel less, and making me seem less in front of others. 3 days ago I came back from seeing my boyfriend and I'd shared with my mom we'd been sexually intimate for the first time, which is a big deal to me because of trauma I will not be sharing. My dad somehow found out and has taken it upon himself to now shame me any chance he gets. The jokes go from buying me a pregnancy test out of the blue, asking me if he should be expecting a noise complaint from the hotel we were at, to saying we should record next time to show off at the family Christmas party. It's gotten to the point where I don't even feel safe showering because any time I'm apt to he makes some kind of remark towards it being the only place I could get myself off. It's only been 3 days after I got a break of the abuse for a month and it's already picking UO again. Along with this, I'm really at my last straw. And NBSP. Update November 10, 2023. A few weeks back I posted how after me and my boyfriend had sex for the first time, my dad started treating me even worse than before. Well, here's an update. 1. Just like most people said, and deep down I knew, my mom snitched on me. Which brings me into 2. My mom has now joined in. In my original post I talked how he would probably use it to manipulate me and to make me the butt of the joke at social events. Turns out, my mom would end up doing that. A week back my dad's coworkers came over for dinner. They're nice people but OFC they see my dad for the front he puts up instead of the real person he is. After a lot of drinks, my mom started sharing the secrets I told her weeks ago. She started talking about my partner's size. What kind of went a bit funky. 'Cause first times are clumsy. And I just left the table. Later that night I pulled her to the side and told her how disgusting and disappointing her talking him was and she just said I was being sensitive. Sometimes I wonder what it'd be like to have actual parents. Edit. I didn't talk to my mom my partner's size. She started assuming. I talked to my mom how it sort of went because, as I said in my previous post, I have been through abuse and R4 pay and thought I could talk to her about it. And NBSP. Relevant comments. MJ to the brain 420. You need to get away from them. If possible, start saving up and looking for a place to move out. That is a disgusting abuse of trust that your mom just took advantage of, and if you're scared your dad's going to do the same thing, you need to get out. That's not only weird for them to want to talk about their daughter's sexual experiences but to do it in front of coworkers and other adults. That's just creepy and disturbing behavior. Me and my boyfriend are hoping to move in next year and I'd be moving across the world. Folded hands, light skin tone. Catarantry. Okay, that's okay. You have a year, you can survive a year. You don't have to answer this. But I'm wondering if drinking is a common issue for when your parents are inappropriate and dickish to you. If it is, you might find some help with detaching from them and setting boundaries and finding some peace for yourself with a group like Al-Anon or Alateen. Either way, the best thing to do is to focus on yourself. Make sure you are getting your needs met. Keep yourself safe mentally and physically. If you have a job, just stay focused on that. If you are in school, make your studies your priority. If you can find a hobby to stay out of the house most days, awesome. You can get through a year. Just remember they have a problem, but it's not yours to fix. Your only responsibility here is to keep yourself safe and healthy. They always are bad to me. My mom is chronically overworked and drinks almost every night. Meanwhile, my dad will just abuse me any chance he gets. Just now my dad locked my card until next month because I've been spending too much money. I literally paid for my own trip to see my boyfriend out of pocket, and someone he still needs to punish me. JD Brown 0283, are you over 18? If so, why in the world can your dad control your finances? If you're under 18, I'm sorry you're going through this, and as soon as you can, get a bank account that you can't access AMD don't know about. This is financial abuse. Currently 19, but I am mentally disabled, so my parents still have access to it. And NBSP. This is a repost sub IAM not oop. Fuck. The poor woman. The two people in the world who should support her are evil. Battling that and disability? I've no more words. Crying. Some people really shouldn't be parents. My God. My heart breaks for this poor woman. I hope she can get away from them ASAP. Jesus. That situation's got a million times worse with the last comment and OOP's reply. Mentally disabled or not, she's an adult. They do not need to have access to her accounts. She obviously is capable of making her own decisions and living on her own. They have no reason to need access. She is incredibly naive, which is not her fault, but I hope she starts doing some research to find out her rights and making some changes. How are there this many horrible parents in the world? Why is it that you need to get a permit, an inspection, and have guidelines in order to build a shed, but people can just create a life? It sounds like they don't want her to leave. The financial abuse will probably escalate. I wonder if she can get her employer to split her pay, so one portion goes to the deposit her father controls, and she can get the rest in a check. She could get a safety deposit box in another credit union and keep the monies there. I know it's awful for her, and lots of people have discussed that. I'm not minimizing it, but OMG, imagine being the dad's coworkers. The actual horror of going to a work friend's house and his drunk wife describing in hilarious detail how their teenage daughter lost her virginity. I would crawl out of my own skin to escape. This is one of very few times I'm going to doubt the veracity of someone's disability thoroughly. I don't think she has one. I think she's been gaslit into believing she does as a method of control, to make her believe she can't achieve or be anything and keep her under mom and dad's thumb forever. I desperately want an update. The parents are so horrible. Hope this gets better for her. The next time they do it, look at them both, then just say, I am sorry your sex life was so boring and that neither of you were capable of satisfying each other, but small willies in a big box will just flap about. When they scream, just remind them they started this, but you will finish it. Well, kids, keep your boundaries up with your parents. I made the mistake of telling my mom that my husband is enthusiastic, wanting her to be happy for my relationship. No details. Just a pretty generic statement that bedroom stuff is going well. A few months later, talking to both my parents on the phone, my dad made a gross comment. Ugh. What does she mean mentally disabled? 'Cause the post was written clearly and didn't seem like she had issues communicating. Anyone else kind of nervous that the biological donors could put her in a mental institution or make sure Op and BF disappear but still get the money.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Heracast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.